You're under so much pressure at work that you've thought about quitting, but you just can't find the courage because there are bills to pay, a family to support, and a mortgage you can't ignore. You want to pack your bags and escape to sunshine, beaches, and great food, but you're too weighed down by your job and finances to even take a short vacation. You see something you'd love to buy, but you end up checking your bank balance and backing off, silently enduring the struggle. We all crave financial freedom, but the real challenge is building the foundation that makes it possible. Passive income. As Warren Buffett famously said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. So how do we create a steady stream of income that doesn't chain us to a desk? Let's find out. Welcome to Value Runtime. I'm Young, a seasoned professional with experience on both Wall Street and in Silicon Valley, and a proud graduate of Stanford Executive Education. Throughout my career, I've delivered value and built wealth across diverse industries, and now I'm leveraging that expertise to launch my own startup. I'm excited to share the insights I've gained, guiding you through a dynamic journey of value creation and empowering you to thrive in this rapidly changing world. In today's video, we're diving into 15 practical strategies for creating passive income. By the end, you'll see just how achievable it can be to build a steady stream of earnings, no matter where you're starting from. Method 1. Divide in stocks. When you buy a stock, you're betting on the company behind it. If the company thrives, it often shares some of its profits with you through dividends. For instance, Johnson & Johnson historically has an annual dividend yield of around 3%. Owning shares worth $10,000 would earn you about $300 a year in dividends. Meanwhile, if the stock price goes up, that capital gain isn't counted as passive income unless you sell the shares. Some companies skip dividends to reinvest profits, while others have higher yields but riskier stock prices. If you assume a 5% average yield, you'd need about $240,000 invested to make $1,000 a month. That number can feel big, but buying small amounts of stock and reinvesting dividends over time can get you there. Setting up a brokerage account is straightforward, and ongoing maintenance is light once you set up automatic buys. Method 2. Index funds. If selecting individual stocks feels overwhelming, consider index funds, which track entire markets like the S&P 500. Historically, the S&P 500 has returned about 10% annually. Its dividend yield hovers around 1.5%, meaning you'd need roughly $800,000 to earn $1,000 a month from dividends at that rate. Though if yields climb, you'd need less. Getting started is easy. Open a brokerage account, choose your index fund, and set up automated monthly contributions. Maintenance is minimal, making index funds a set-it-and-forget-it option. Method 3. Government bonds. Government bonds are among the most stable investments because they're backed by a nation's credit. You lend money to the government in exchange for interest payments, and rates vary based on how many months or years you lock in your funds. In the U.S., for instance, a one-year treasury might yield around 5.5%. You'd need about $220,000 invested at that rate to earn $1,000 a month. Buying bonds can be simple. You can open an account at the Treasury website or go through a broker. Maintenance requires little effort, but keep an eye on penalties or price changes if you sell before maturity. Method 4. High-yield certificates of deposit or CDs. High-yield CDs can be an attractive choice if you want a secure spot to grow your savings. You deposit a set amount for a fixed term, usually a few months to 5 years, and earn a guaranteed interest rate, sometimes rivaling short-term government bonds. Online banks often offer better rates due to lower overhead, but keep in mind you'll face a penalty if you withdraw before maturity. CDs are generally FDIC insured up to specific limits, giving you peace of mind that your principal is protected. Returns won't match more volatile investments, yet high-yield CDs remain a reliable way to stabilize part of your portfolio or hold short-term funds. Method 5. Physical real estate. Owning property can blend rental income with potential value growth. In markets like the US or Australia, you might buy a home with a mortgage at 20% down. If rent covers your mortgage, fees, and still nets profit, you've created a cash flow stream. A $1 million property with a 20% down payment involves $200,000 upfront. If it nets around 2% annually in cash flow, that's about $20,000 a year, well over $1,000 a month. Finding the right location and screening tenants can be tricky, but once you have a good property manager, your role becomes mostly hands-off. Method 6. Real estate investment trusts or REITs. For those who want exposure to real estate without the hassles of property management or large down payments, REITs might be the ideal choice. They pool investor funds to buy and manage commercial properties, malls, apartments, office buildings, then pay dividends from rent. Some U.S. REITs yield around 4.5%, so you'd need about $270,000 for a $1,000 monthly payout. REITs act like stocks, so you can buy or sell them easily through a brokerage. They're sensitive to market cycles, but they let you tap into real estate without a huge down payment or active landlord duties. Method 7. Automated dropshipping. Dropshipping lets you run an online store without holding inventory. Platforms like Shopify simplify the process, list products from a third-party supplier, and when a customer orders, the supplier handles packaging and shipping. Your main tasks are setting up the site, writing product descriptions, and driving traffic through social media, search ads, or influencer partnerships. Initial costs can run a few $1,000s per site development, domain registration, and advertising. Once you secure a profitable niche and build a reputation, you can earn over $1,000 per month in net profit within about 6 months. Then you primarily oversee ad campaigns and handle occasional issues, making the operation increasingly passive. Method 8. The sharing economy. The sharing economy turns underused assets, like spare rooms, extra vehicles, or storage space, into extra income. Airbnb is a prime example for renting out rooms or entire homes, while Turo does the same for cars. In many cities, rising demand for short-term rentals has boosted rates so that renting a room just a few nights a month can earn you hundreds, or even over $1,000. Setting up is simple. Create a listing with clear house rules and attractive photos. Depending on your needs, you can handle cleaning and guest communication yourself or hire a management service. Remember local regulations, taxes, and potential wear on your assets. With proper organization and a strong market, the sharing economy can convert idle resources into reliable monthly income. Method 9. Affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing means recommending products or services using a customized link, earning commissions when someone buys through it. It works best if you have a strong social media following, a blog, or a YouTube channel, or if you can run targeted ads. While Amazon Associates is a well-known example, countless affiliate programs exist in tech, beauty, finance, and more. The initial work involves selecting products that suit your audience, creating engaging content, and optimizing for search engines. Once set up, your links can earn commissions 24/7. Many marketers earn over $20,000 a year, surpassing $1,000 monthly with steady traffic. Although building trust early on requires effort, ongoing maintenance is relatively low, especially with evergreen content. Method 10. Digital products, online courses. If you have specialized knowledge, coding, photography, or personal finance, you can turn that expertise into an online course. Platforms like Skillshare, Udemy, or Teachable handle hosting and payments, letting you focus on recording lessons, designing worksheets, or crafting quizzes. Once published, your course can attract students year-round with minimal updates. Although producing a course takes time for recording and editing, it can continue earning for years. With competitive pricing, a modest number of monthly sales could generate $1,000 in revenue. Promoting your course on social media or partnering with influencers helps you stand out. Over time, as reviews and word of mouth grow, your course can become a stable source of passive income. This scalable model remarkably turns initial effort into long-term earnings. Method 11. Digital products, ebooks, photos, and music. Any creative work sold repeatedly, like ebooks, stock photos, or original music, falls under digital products. Writers can publish ebooks on Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, earning royalties with each sale or borrow. Photographers upload images to stock sites like eStock, and musicians license their compositions on platforms like Epidemic Sound, earning income when their tracks are used in videos or commercials. To succeed, you need quality content that meets a market need, whether it's a useful how-to ebook, high-resolution images in a popular niche, or background tracks for YouTubers. Once your content is online, occasional updates or promotions keep it fresh. With consistent marketing and quality work, your digital products can generate a steady stream of royalties. Method 12. Content creation via email marketing. Email may seem old-fashioned, but a curated newsletter is a reliable way to monetize content. It's a proven way to generate revenue. it consistently delivers revenue. Whether you share financial tips, workouts, or travel hacks, a weekly or bi-weekly email builds a connection with your audience. You can include affiliate links, sponsored segments, or promote your own products to drive revenue as subscribers trust you. To grow your list, offer a free guide or exclusive content. Promote your newsletter on social media or your website. Tools like MailChimp or ConvertKit automate much of the process. Over time, a dedicated readership can generate consistent earnings, as every message has the potential to drive sales or clicks without face-to-face interaction. Method 13. Video content platforms. Starting a YouTube channel or a similar platform can generate passive income through ad revenue, sponsorships, brand deals, and affiliate marketing. YouTube pays based on views, watch time, and audience demographics, while sponsorships can be lucrative if you have a strong niche following. The main challenge is consistently producing engaging content and optimizing it for the platform's algorithm. You'll also need quality equipment, a good camera, proper lighting, or screen recording tools, depending on your format. Once you build a library of evergreen videos, they can continue generating revenue over time, even while you sleep. This approach requires persistence and creativity, but can eventually open multiple monetization channels, including merchandise or membership programs. This strategy not only builds ad revenue, but also diversifies your income streams, helping you scale your earnings. Method 14. Cash flowing businesses. Running a business can be labor-intensive initially, but with proper systems in place, it can become a powerful source of passive income. For example, a fitness trainer might evolve into a studio owner by hiring additional trainers, while a web developer could form an agency that offloads coding tasks and focuses on client acquisition. Alternatively, you might purchase an existing business, like a local franchise, and hire a manager to handle daily operations. The goal is to delegate responsibilities so the business runs mostly on autopilot, allowing profits to flow even when you're not actively involved. This setup frees you to pursue new opportunities, spend more time with family, or simply relax. Although building or buying a business requires capital and effort, a well-run operation can yield substantial returns, offering benefits like tax advantages, equity growth, and control over reinvestment. Method 15. Startups and growth companies. For those willing to take on higher risk for greater rewards, investing in startups or growth companies may be the way to go. You might join equity crowdfunding campaigns, angel syndicates, or venture capital funds in pursuit of the next breakthrough. Imagine if you'd invested in Amazon or Netflix early on. Of course, many startups fail, so most investors allocate only a small portion of their portfolio to these high-stakes opportunities. Still, if you back a company that succeeds, the eventual IPO or buyout can yield life-changing returns. You can also offer support or expertise to help the startup, though that isn't required. Once you invest, your stake ideally grows as the company gains traction. You've just discovered 15 different ways to build passive income, and it's up to you to decide which path fits your skills, finances, and lifestyle. Maybe you're drawn to real estate, or perhaps you prefer digital products. You could explore building a business, investing in startups, or even parking some savings in high-yield CDs. Whichever route you pick, devote time to learning the basics, stay patient, and focus on delivering real, long-term value. Remember, time is the one resource you can never get back. Building passive income frees you to spend your life on what matters most, whether that's traveling the world, aiming to your heart's content, or starting the next big venture. If you found this video valuable, be sure to subscribe to Value Runtime and hit the notification bell. Let me know which method spoke to you the most in the comments below, or share any other tips you've picked up along your journey. The goal is to build a community where we learn from each other. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Young at Value Runtime. I'll see you in the next video.